friends, and welcome back to Rugged Mountain Homestead. It has been a while. My name is Sarah.
And Dean.
And we are actually getting down off the mountain for a little bit today. We haven't had a video in a while. We started off our new year with a little bit of sickness. Dean first and then myself put us down for about a week each, but we are back now.
We're back, baby.
And we are really happy to be out. This is my first time out in about a week, or in a week at least. Anyway, and we wanted to kind of say Happy New Year and hope that you had a wonderful holiday, even though we're into the middle of January now. But we are really excited about the things that we have planned for 2023. We've had some good time to talk about our plans and to reflect back on the past year. At first I was feeling rather, I don't want to say disappointed, but kind of within us, I was like, we didn't really get a whole lot accomplished. And I was only thinking of the time from October when we moved in our cabin until the end of the year. And I had to stop and think and say, wait a minute, Sarah, there's, like a whole 9 months in front of that.
Made a couple of trips and in a couple months span.
Well, what I was actually thinking about was like our year in review. And this time last year, we were just getting started, really focusing on getting our house on the market. That was January and February. March, we had a contract on it, and we were just going crazy packing.
Selling, giving away.
Oh, yeah. It was so much stuff. We downsized a 3,000 square foot house, and I can't even begin to tell you how much stuff we got rid of. We actually recently had a very good friend tell us that they didn't think we were going to make it by closing. And I love friends like that because he's honest, but at the same time he never told us that going through it. He just kept cheering us on.
That's good, because I think back on it, and if I had to say, could you do this from January to May? And I would have said, I don't think so. I don't know. And I look back and I'm amazed. And by the way,
so, kind of getting rambling here, but it is our first video back, so give ourselves some grace. So that being said, we were just going crazy, packing and selling and giving away, donating, and just craziness, really crazy. But like I said, our friends just kept cheering us on and never thinking it, but once it was all done, it was like, we didn't think you were going to make it. And it was funny because in the back of my head, I was like, I wasn't sure we were going to either. We packed up the house the day we were to move out, the day of the closing. That morning, we were packing remnants of what we've been using in the house, and I would go through the house thinking that room was clear and still finding stuff. It was maddening. But we moved out 1 hour prior to the final walkthrough and
drove over to the storage unit where we had the trailer, hooked it up, and
because that's also another thing we did last year in 2022. We bought a new truck, we bought a trailer, we drove across country.
Thank God for four-wheel drive.
We lived in it until almost the middle of October.
The trailer, not the truck.
The trailer. And then what's incredible is that 6 months ago, just 6 short months ago, our cabin was nothing but a hole in the earth. And it's just incredible. So
we got a little bit done.
Yeah, we got a little bit done. So we got moved in. October 11th was the first night in the cabin, and from that point on, let's see, we have a wood shop being set up still. It's built, but Dean's organizing it, and I can't wait to...
Maybe we'll do a video. I have some stills. Don't have much video, and guys don't need instruction on that, so maybe some stills and
once
discuss
it's set
what
up,
I'm doing. But I just basically got a barn style shed, and I'm starting to insulate it and put some material on the walls, power, get a workbench, start mounting some tools, because at some point here soon I'm going to need to be getting on building our cabinetry for inside the cabin itself. But I got to get all these tools out and set up and have my workspace ready to go, because it's going to be a big project.
We've had a she shed delivered for me, so Dean's going to be insulating that as well, and then I'll be moving some things in. And it feels so good to get out today. We are supposed to be getting another 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow, and Monday another possible 1 to 3. This time last week we had 8 inches of snow on the ground. So it does feel good. So what can we expect from Rugged Mountain Homestead in 2023?
Yeah.
Well, 2022 was our year of transition. A lot of transitions, as you can hear. 2023, we have a greenhouse to complete, which as soon as the ground thaws and we're not in snow, we'll be taking care of that, finishing that. There is wood that I need to stain for the garden beds. There's going to be 2 5x40 and 1 5x20. We will be building those so that we can...
Excavation for that.
A lot to do. And Dean has told me not to give him a challenge. And I'm not trying to. Because what I said was, of course, we were planning on getting chickens. And so I really was thinking the other day and saying, I don't think we're going to be able to do it this year. There's a lot going on. Like he said, he's still finishing his wood shop. We got to insulate my she shed.
We got the cabinetry and
and
other things to bring in the house and change out and finish up, because it's not 100%.
Right. The greenhouse, the garden beds,
fire mitigation. We got a lot of piles of scrub and scrap out a little too close to the house, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Probably stack it, cut it, and shred it, chip it.
A lot of work coming up. But so I didn't think that we're gonna have time to build a chicken coop. Dean at some point thought he was going to, and he's like, don't give me a challenge, because you know how I am with a challenge. He loves a challenge. But I don't know. So I'm not going to put that on as one of our goals for 2023, but it is definitely something we want to do and need to get started on soon for our sustainability. Just another step. So you can look forward to, we're going to have gardening. And gardening in this zone 6A, 6B-ish is brand new to me. I'm used to 7B, and so I'm not going to lie and say I'm not a little bit intimidated, because I am. So I'm going to do my very best. I've been doing a lot of research, and so I will be having some seed videos coming out, some gardening stuff coming out. We'll do a tour of Dean's wood shop when it is ready, and do some video of his cabinetry. And
well, this year is going to be settling and finish setting up, but it's also going to be a little experimentation.
Yeah.
Excuse me, experimentation with your gardening.
Well, like we said, getting established.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year's our year of transition. This year is our year of becoming established. So we want to thank you for being so patient during our 4 or 5 week hiatus. We did not mean to disappear like that, but we are feeling much better and glad to just get out for a breath of fresh air today and before the snow hits tomorrow. So thank you all, and
Happy trails.
we'll see you soon.